Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to do the Darkling Tag. I thought I'd already done this one, but looking through my tag playlist I completely missed it out, so yeah, that's what we're going to be going through today. So if you like tag videos, then do like and subscribe, and I will get straight into the video. So I originally saw this on Toxic Tears' channel. I always struggle to find tag videos for some reason, but I did find this one. There's 20 questions, and then at the end there's kind of a true or false kind of things with statements. So we're just going to go through them. I did have a look at these last night. So question 1, what is your favourite candle scent? I was trying to have a think about this one because I really do like so many different scents. I have a Lucifer candle and it's like black coffee, vanilla and caramel, and I absolutely love that candle. But then there's really like sweet scents that I like. I usually go for sweet scents, to be honest. When Melts and Felts was still around, they had this one wax melt called, like, I think it was like Love Spell or Love Potion or something, and I don't know what that was made of, but it just smelled incredible, and that wasn't really a sweet scent. I still have one of those last wax melts left, and I'm saving it till last because it's literally one of my favourites. So my favourite like scents really do vary, but I decided on pumpkin bread. So there's a lot of pumpkin scents that smell really fake and like artificial, and they really like affect my throat. There's one that the Ghost family haunts, I think that's the name, and also Mysterious Melts do, and it's literally like a sweet pumpkin bread, and it's just the most incredible scent ever. So yeah, I'd have to say that for number 1. Question 2, do you have a favourite book? So if you've been following my channel for a while, you might know that this series is everything. I haven't read it in a really long time, but I did go through a stage where I'd read it on repeat. You could probably tell by like the condition of it with the spine, like I just read it on repeat. It is a series called the Morganville Vampires series. Unfortunately the author died, I think last year, which was really sad, but I absolutely loved this series that she did. So that will probably always be my favourite book series because I just loved it for such a long time. But the book I'm reading at the moment is this one, completely different, but this is actually like a business book. It's kind of like educational, but it has people's stories in as well. But I've actually been really enjoying this. I have actually started a decent amount of it. So yeah, I've been really enjoying reading business books at the moment, but I'd say this is always like my favourite book. Question 3, are you a tea or coffee person? Definitely coffee. I do like iced sweet tea in America. Absolutely love that, but we don't have that over here. I also like pumpkin spice tea from Whittard, that is amazing, and I also like rooibos tea. So I do like 3 different teas, but I drink coffee every day. It's not very often that I drink tea, to be honest. Maybe when I'm ill or have like a throat thing. So yeah, definitely a coffee person. Question 4, what is your favourite brand and colour of lipstick? Okay, so these are my top 2. These probably, again, won't be a surprise if you've been following me for a while. The brand is Maybelline. These lipsticks are just my absolute favourites. I've done probably like 2 videos on them now. I'll link that video in the I think it's over here, if you want to see like a whole review of these. But I'm actually wearing the red one today. This is in 50 Voyager, so this is the colour of this. Super like deep red and vampy, but without pulling like too brown, or like it still is red, but it's like it's such a nice shade of red. It doesn't look too orangey. I absolutely love it. So the actual like name of these are the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipsticks. This is what they look like in the UK. They are bigger in America for some reason. But my favourite colour is 50 Voyager for the red. And if you see me in a grey lipstick at any point, it's probably this. And this is in the shade 90 Huntress. So this is like a really nice kind of purpley grey, I would say. That's kind of what it looks like. Yeah, hopefully you can see that, but it's one of those grey lipsticks that is still light but doesn't pull blue, and I always find that with any kind of light grey lipsticks they always go blue on me, which just doesn't look right. So this is the only like grey lipstick that I found really to work, apart from the Baby Back Beauty one, but that's more of like a brownie grey. So yeah, favourite brand and favourite type of lipstick is definitely these. Question 5 is, what is your favourite perfume? I don't tend to wear perfumes, to be honest. I sometimes wear body sprays, but it's mainly because I just forget. But there's one from Diesel that I really like, and it's like a heart-shaped bottle. I can't remember the name of it, but that smells really good, and I have that. I haven't really tried many perfumes, so there's probably ones that I might prefer, but I also like ATELIER, GOETIA, hopefully I'm saying that right. I liked them as well. They were really like unique scents, but I'd probably say my favourite is the Diesel, I think. Question 6, do you have a celebrity crush? So I have to say Johnny Depp. He's been my favourite for years, like from my pirate stage up until now, because I got obsessed with Pirates of the Caribbean, and obviously he plays Jack Sparrow. But I definitely say I like more of the characters than the actors. I always find that, like, I absolutely love the characters, like Jack Sparrow, the Mad Hatter, Edward Scissorhands, Sweeney Todd, and even ones like Stefan Salvatore from the Vampire Diaries, but I tend to prefer the characters than the actors. Let me know if you're the same. Question 7, if you had to give up the colour black, what colour would you choose instead? Definitely red. I absolutely love red. I think it looks really nice with black. It's super vampy, but if I couldn't wear black, then it would definitely be red. Question 8, if you could change your name to a stereotypical 90s/2000s gothy name, what would it be? I actually had to look this up because I was like, I don't know what a stereotypical gothy name would be. But I found autumn on the list, and I do like the name autumn. It's my favourite season, so Luna is okay. I think that's nice, but if I had to change my name to a stereotypical gothy name, it'd probably be autumn. Question 9, what are your top 3 tips for surviving hot weather while black clad? I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing it means just wearing all black. I actually did another video on this. I'm not sure which one will go up first, but I will link that in the eye if you want to see like my top 10 tips. But 3 from that list would be carry a fan with you, so you always have like some air to like blow in your face if you get too hot. Secondly, wear fishnet tights if you're not comfortable with showing your legs or anything like that, because they'll still let the air get to them while still being a little bit covered. And my third one, if you're going to wear black clothing, make sure it's loose and lightweight, so no really like heavy velvety materials or anything that's super tight. I feel like the worst thing would be like a pencil skirt in black velvet. You just wouldn't make it. So those would be my top 3 tips, but again, as I said, do check out that other video because I will have like my top 10 tips in that one. I'm just editing this video and I realised I completely missed question 10. So what song will always make you happy? It doesn't have to be a goth band. I am gonna say Paranoid SL by Royce, or what was my other one that I just thought of a second ago? Enjoy the Silence by Depeche Mode or Lacuna Coil. I'm going to say those 2. Question 11. Are you active in the arts? And then it's got in brackets like play an instrument, paint, write, etc. I do play an instrument. I play the cello. I've played that for quite a few years now, so definitely musically involved. I was also in like 2 orchestras as well at one point, so definitely musically involved. I also do have my shop Simply Gothic. I'll leave the link below if you'd like to check it out, but in that I do design and draw my own jewellery designs, stationery. This is one of the ones that I made that I'm actually wearing. It's got coffins, but this is one that has like the charms already. But a lot of my designs I draw and then I get them printed onto acrylic. I definitely draw. I don't tend to write. I did write also an ebook on confidence that was quite a few pages long actually. I think it ended up being like 20 pages. Basically you can get that for free if you sign up to my mailing list for my shop. So again, I'll leave that link in the description box below and you can get that for completely free. So I did write that, so maybe. So I would say that I'm active in the arts. Question 12. If you had a teacup or mug made inscribed just for you, what would you have it say? I was trying to think of this one, and honestly, like, I don't usually go for mugs that have things written on them. I usually go for like things with cute ghosts or like a black and white bold print. Like, I know I have a haunted house one that says Home Sweet Haunted Home. I really liked that. I got one with an Ouija print on it. I love that. So I'm not really sure. I do have a teacup that says you've been poisoned when you get to the bottom of it, which I think is just a cool design, but I'm not really sure what I would go with for that. Maybe something like vampire related, or like a vampire quote or something like that. Question 13. What is your #1 non-gothy hobby? I was trying to think of this, and again, like, I play the cello. It's kind of like, it's active in the arts, as they said in the question. So I'm not too sure. I guess YouTube, but then my whole YouTube channel is based around like gothic fashion and reviews and tags and all of that, so I'd still say that's kind of gothy for a YouTube channel. I think all of my hobbies kind of relate to it in some way, even if they're not specifically that, if that makes sense. Even like my shop is a gothic shop. Question 14. If you could be a supernatural creature, what would it be and why? I'm sure this won't come as a surprise to any of you, but I definitely pick a vampire. They have very cool like abilities, especially if it's like the rules from the Vampire Diaries, like speed, strength, being able to compel people, things like that. So again, I'm sure that's not a surprise, especially with the look I have today. And kind of relating to that, question 15, what horror monster based superpower would you have? I always thought having like a superpower would be so cool. I remember like thinking that from a really young age. I take any superpower, to be honest, but I think like being able to compel people like in the Vampire Diaries, I think that would be cool, as long as you used it like not in like a really terrible way. But maybe that, or what was the other one? Being able to like move things with your mind, I feel like that would be really cool. So maybe something like that. I'd also take speed and strength. Question 16. Do you feel confident or comfortable interacting with other goths or gothy people online or in real life? Why or why not? So I'd say I've talked to a lot of like gothy people online that I've met. I feel like it's so much easier to talk to people online. I feel like, I don't know, there's such like a risk of something going wrong if you like run up to someone in the street and be like, ah, then they might be a bit like, who are you, what are you doing? I say it's definitely easier to talk to people online, which I feel like is a bit obvious. I actually met one of my gothy friends. I saw her where I used to work, and then I messaged her online, and then we became friends like in person, but originally like I messaged her. So I'd say online definitely, but in real life it's kind of going up to anyone that you don't really know. It's a bit random, I guess. Question 17. Which is more important for a look, great hair or great makeup? I obviously like both, but I would say if I did like a full face of makeup like this and didn't do my hair, it would look really weird, whereas if I did my hair and had like a bare face, it wouldn't look out of place. So I don't know, I do love great makeup though. Maybe I'd say great makeup, because sometimes I straighten my hair and it doesn't look too bad, but I always prefer my hair kind of like puffy like this. So I'd prefer to leave the house with my hair done rather than my makeup done, but I don't know, I do like my makeup too. I'm gonna say great hair. No, I'm not. I'm gonna say great makeup. Question 18. Is there something you wish there was more of in your subculture? I don't really think about this, to be honest. No. If you have any answers for any of the ones I can't answer, definitely leave them below, because I would be interested to hear your answers. Again, question 19. Care to share an embarrassing story relating to your darkliness? No, I don't. I can't really think of one off the top of my head. I mean, if people have like made comments, that's not really embarrassing to me, so I don't know. I don't really have one. Again, sorry to be boring. Question 20. How are you at DIY? Honestly, I'm not the best. I used to probably do more DIY than I do now. I remember I used to make these like Alice arrows that were on my door. Like nothing was brilliant, but like I can't really sew, so I can't really like fix things. I wouldn't attempt to like sew on patches, and I know I get a lot of comments, especially when I do clothing hauls, and I'm like, oh, it's too long, or oh, this doesn't fit, and people in the comments are like, just take it in. It's like, I can't. And also, like, I could attempt to, but then I could risk ruining it, so that's why I don't really do that, especially if it's like a Killstar thing or something that's expensive. So I'd say I probably used to DIY more. I don't really tend to DIY now, to be honest. This one doesn't have a number by it, but it says quickly describe your ideal wedding. Again, I am actually engaged. If you've seen my birthday haul, you would have known that already. I haven't really put too much thought into it, to be honest, because the process is so long. It's so like up in the air when it's actually gonna happen. I kind of like the aesthetic of like the skeleton couple, like I do like that, but I've saved some of those like aesthetically pleasing photos on Pinterest, and I like that, so maybe I'll put some photos in maybe to give you an idea. But I kind of like a colour scheme of black, grey, white and red. Like I definitely say those are the colours that I'd like. Okay, so that's all of the questions. So now we move on to the confessional, true or false. So the first one is, I love watching cheesy romance films. True. I always remember to wash off my makeup at night. True. That's really bad for your skin if you don't, and I try and look after my skin as much as possible, so always remember to take your makeup off. I sleep with plushies. Very true. I wear non-black pyjamas most nights. I'd say that's kind of 50-50. I definitely have black pyjamas. Like the ones I'm wearing at the moment are mainly black, like black shorts and a black gingerbread man top. Don't judge. So I do have some black ones, but a lot of my pyjamas I've got like purple and grey, so it's kind of 50-50 with that. I still listen to a boy band that had disbanded years ago. I'll listen to my music that I listened to like in my baby back days and all of that, like 3 Days Grace, Skillet. They're not really boy bands though. Black Veil Brides, but I believe all of them are still together. But I'll still like listen to music that I used to listen to, so I don't know about that one. I think Andrew Eldritch is overrated. I'm not gonna lie, I did have to look up who he was. I found out he's the main singer in Sisters of Mercy. I haven't really put much thought into it. I do like a few songs from Sister of Mercy. I actually listened to Temple of Love while getting ready. It's such a good song. I don't like vampires. False. I don't like clubs. True. I'm not really a clubbing person, to be honest. I'm definitely like introverted, but I do love like a holiday, a good day out, so I do like going out and doing things. I'm also happy with staying at home, so I'm very happy with both things. Clubbing's just not something that I ever think like, oh, I'll do that, so it's not really for me. I'm dating a goth / darkly inclined person. True. He definitely loves like all of the music, and he's introduced me to a lot of music like And One, the Ravenettes, like stuff like that, which I absolutely love. So definitely like darker interests, but less so in like the style. I don't enjoy graveyards. I wouldn't say I particularly like them, but I don't dislike them. Like, I don't know, I don't really have any kind of feeling towards them. Like if I walk through one, I won't be like, oh, this is creepy. Like I think it's quite interesting to read like the tombstones and things like that, but I also don't go there on a regular basis or anything. Blood makes me queasy. I'm gonna say false. There was one time where like I felt like a bit like dizzy after seeing blood, but apart from that, like blood in films, and like if I see someone else with blood, like it doesn't bother me like too much like that, so I'm gonna say false. I'd sooner faint than pet a spider. Absolutely. I don't like haunted houses. True. I wouldn't go in like an abandoned house. I do not want that. I still browse Hot Topic's clearance racks. We don't have Hot Topic in the UK, unfortunately, but when I go to America, I definitely browse all the racks. I actually found quite a lot I liked in there last time, so this would probably be true if we had a Hot Topic or if I was doing that like regularly. I've never read Dracula. True. I know. I actually have, I think, the book. I've got like a big Phantom of the Opera book, but it's got other Gothic tales in it, and I think Dracula's in there, so I do have it, I just haven't read it. And the last one, I think Bela Lugosi's Dead is a long and boring song. I'm not gonna lie, again, I haven't listened to this until last night, so I was like screenshotting all the questions and I thought, well, I may as well listen to it. I think it's 10 minutes long or something. It's a very long song. I'm not gonna lie, I did yawn and I did like consider turning it off, so it's not for me. I don't think I don't really like Bauhaus, to be honest, from what I've listened to, so I'd say true for that. But it's not that it's long, because I really love Temple of Love, which I think is 8 minutes long, and I'm all for that. Love a long song, but for that one in particular, I'd say it's true. So that's all of the questions from this tag. I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better, or seeing what my answers would be. As I said, if you want to answer this yourself, definitely leave your answers in the comments below, as I'd love to read them, especially for the ones that I couldn't answer. So yeah, do leave your answers below as well. Do like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and want to see more tag videos. I do have a playlist now of tags, so I will link that in the description box. It should be under like videos mentioned, I think. So yeah, do check that out if you want to see more tags. I've done the goth tag, the alternative girl tag, the autumn tag, the small business tag. I've done quite a lot, so yeah, definitely check those out if you love watching tag videos, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!